Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. First things first, this is my first video with my pink hair, so if you haven't seen my pink hair yet, go check it out on my Instagram. Next, I'm gonna put some lip gloss on because I kind of forgot to do that. So today's video is going to be uncommon tips for curly hair. I decided to make this video because I feel like most of the information that's out there about curly hair, most of the tips that's out there are things we've heard of already. Get a haircut, deep condition, like these are things we already know. So I wanted to give some uncommon tips that I don't really hear as often but are super important for your hair journey. So if you like to know about these uncommon tips, just keep watching. The first uncommon tip I'm going to talk about is how careful you have to be with buns and ponytails in your hair. So the reason you have to be careful with this is because buns and ponytails cause tension, and they don't always have to cause tension. If you do a loose pineapple, if you do a loose ponytail, sometimes the lower styles are less tension. That's great, you can do that. I still wouldn't do it every day, but you can do those things. They're not going to really do too much harm to your hair. But if you have your hair in a slick bun every single day, if you have your hair tied back every single day, in this tight style that's pulling your edges, there are many things that are going to happen. One, you're going to recede your hairline, and two, you're going to stretch out your curls. So one thing I notice about a lot of my clients who wear their hair up a lot in a bun, the hair will curl at the root, it'll go straight, and then it will curl at the bottom again. And that's all that tension that's just pulling on your hair, especially if you put your hair up when it's wet in a tight style. I really wouldn't suggest it. I know sometimes for some hairstyles you'll do the style while the hair is still wet, which I understand, but if it's an everyday thing, even multiple times a week, it's just not good for your hair. It can definitely slow down the process of your growth. It can definitely be permanent. Something that's not said enough is how bun damage is very similar to heat damage. It stretches out the curl and it literally rips all the protein from the curl. It rips all the strength from the curl and you're left with a lifeless strand. So with that being said, my first uncommon tip would be to have more looser styles, looser buns, looser ponies. And I do slick styles too sometimes, but I do not do them often. Another tip I have is to wash your hair more. I don't know why everyone is so against washing hair. I actually did post a video about how I double wash my hair when I wash my hair. You have to remove the buildup. You have to remove the buildup in your hair. And if you do wash your hair more often, just deep condition more often. Whatever you take from your hair, you're gonna put back in when you deep condition. Now, I'm not saying to wash your hair every single day, but if you're washing your hair once a week and by the time you get to day 8 or day 7 and your hair is literally just matted up and you can't even, like, you're ripping your hair out trying to detangle it, that's not healthy at all. You want to make sure that you wash your hair before you get to that point. So if you do have to wash your hair twice a week, just do it. Wash your hair more. Like, who cares? As long as you deep condition. As long as you deep condition and add that hydration back in your hair, you'll be fine. The only time you have to be careful washing your hair often is if you have fantasy color. It will easily rinse out. So in that case, I would say don't wash your hair too often. But if you have blonde, you can still wash your hair often. I actually washed my hair more when it was blonde than when I did when it was natural. So I don't know who started the don't use heat when you're diffusing, but use heat when you're diffusing. In the last 4 to 5 years, heat from diffusing has never let me down. As long as it's not high heat, you can definitely use low heat. Sometimes I even use medium heat at the end, okay? Just saying, and my ends are fine. And I really suggest using heat when you're diffusing, especially when you have color in your hair, because sometimes your hair needs that extra encouragement to curl. Heat when diffusing in my cases have definitely brought elasticity to the curl. It's definitely brought a lot more volume to my curls, and the best part is the heat is controlled. Obviously, if your scalp is burning, it's way too hot, but you can control the heat. Heat when diffusing is not a problem. Use it. It'll help encourage your curl. Just don't use too much heat. Low heat, okay? medium if you know what you're doing. My next uncommon tip would be, do not be afraid to get protective styles. I know this might be different for everyone. Some people might be more open to get them than others, and that's fine, but protective styles, they protect your hair. As long as you're going to the right person that knows what they're doing and who can really help you out and has your hair's health in their best interest, protective styles will take you a long way. I've seen it firsthand with an amazing stylist I work with, and I highly recommend them. I've seen them work and I see the work that they do, and it's absolutely amazing. My next uncommon tip would be to stop spending money on products. I know it's easy to go on this product frenzy where you just want to buy every product you see, but you're just gonna waste all your money. The most important thing to spend money on is shampoo and deep conditioner. If you're transitioning, there are no stylers that are going to fix your curls. It might be a temporary fix. It might be, oh, they came out real nice. Okay, so use those stylers, but they're not going to fix the curl from the inside out. With that, you just have to do a bunch of other steps, but one of the things I suggest is to not spend money on stylers because you're not gonna get the results that you want at first. Do spend money on shampoos, do spend money on deep conditioners at first. If you know what you're doing, if you know your hair, if you have learned what your hair likes, feel free to buy whatever stylers you like because you know what's gonna work for you. But if you're transitioning, don't even waste your time. My last uncommon tip that I feel like is not spoken about enough is find a hairstylist that knows curly hair. Find someone that knows what they're doing, that understands you're on a journey, and that's not gonna chop all your hair off the first time they see you. Someone who's gonna be patient with you, understand and teach you, help you grow, help you understand what it is that your hair needs, and honestly just take the time to be patient with you and follow you alongside your journey. You have to understand that when you are transitioning, when you are starting your hair journey, your first curly cut might not be it. Honestly, your first curly cut might not be what you expect. And in the past, it would kind of slip my mind to let my clients know that sometimes. Like, it's because in my head, I would be like, well, they're transitioning, they know they're transitioning, they know this might not be it. But a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think that one curly cut is going to change their whole life, and it's not like that. It's a journey. So for some people it is like that. For some people they can just get a haircut and keep it moving. But the most important thing is just to have great at-home maintenance, have a routine, build a routine. Your routine does not have to consist of 10 million products. Shampoo, conditioner, 2 stylers at first, and a diffuser. Any diffuser. Diffuser does not matter. Just don't worry about that right now. Just worry about getting the health of your hair back. Those were my uncommon tips. They were the ones that I could think of at the moment. If you guys have any questions, just comment down below. I just wanted to give different tips other than the cut your hair, deep condition, even though you definitely have to deep condition. Don't do color, don't do bleach. Like, okay, we know all of that already, and sometimes people can't help but color their hair. If they have grays, they want to cover it. Everyone's situation is different, but that's all besides the point. Those are my uncommon tips for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know if you guys have any uncommon tips or just random things that helped you on your curly hair journey, or something that's helping you if you're on your journey right now. That's all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys learned a thing or two from this. As always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.